What's up, everybody? Today I'm breaking down a really awesome bag that I've been using for the last week and a half. This is the Vertx Gamut 22L Sling in Cedar Brown. This bag has been my go-to work bag, and honestly, it's got way more room than I expected. Okay, so first off, this isn't your typical black bag. I always default to black gear, but Cedar Brown, it adds a fresh touch. And I'm actually digging it. It still blends into everyday carry environments while standing out just enough on camera. Before I dive into how I loaded this out, let's talk about features and specs and what makes this bag worth it. So let's break this down. The capacity of this bag is 22 liters of usable storage. It's big for a sling, but it's still compact and comfortable. The dimensions are roughly 21 inches in height, 12.5 inches in width, and 8 inches in depth, giving you space for work essentials and more. The robust organization has built-in internal organization with mesh pockets, loop panels, and lanyard points, perfect for keeping everything tidy. The laptop area fits up to a 16-inch laptop, which matters for office carry, has quick access for CCW compartments. The concealed carry compartment with ballistic panel is on there as well. The compatibility, it's useful if you kit this bag out for more of a tactical role, even though I mainly use it for work. And at around just over a pound without it loading out, it doesn't feel heavy even when I pack this thing out. What I really love about this sling is the interior layout. You've got clear separation between the main gear, the admin items, and smaller accessories. Mesh pockets mean nothing gets lost, and it's easily able to identify what items are in there and what's quickly inside. I actually found myself using the admin slots more than I expected. Pens, tripods, highlighters, you name it. It's not so dreading reaching into this bag and trying to find what I need. But now let's talk about how I actually loaded this thing out. So on the outside, I want to show you that I do have just this hero clip on here. I typically have it on this grab handle, so that way I can have this standing up on the passenger seat when I have this as a passenger princess. But other than that, I don't really have much on the actual outside of this bag. I don't have my water bottle with me right now, but I do fit a Yeti Yonder 1 liter in here, along with your typical size Nalgene bottles, no problem. On the front admin section, I open this up. This is where I have it kitted out with just hygiene stuff. So I got antibacterial wipes, floss, I got lotion, I got more lotion, I got gum. I also have my EDC kit med pouch from Live the Creed. I have a lighter in here. I have a Tide pen. I have hand sanitizer. I have my tech cleaner that I talk about often in a lot of my videos. I also have my nail kit in here. So much fit in this front area. And then I do have a section on here where I have tethered my OTR clip with just a set of my lock keys. And that's pretty much how I have that front part loaded out. Now we move on to the main compartment. And the thing about this bag is that it only zips down like so. It stops right where that water bottle seam is. And then I open this up all the way, and that's how I have that interior section all laid out. Now in here, I got pens. I got a Big Idea Design pen. This right here is the Brass Pocket Pro. I also have a Lefty pen here, bolt action pen from Tactile Turn. Vero Engineering, I have the Fulcrum. I also have on this section my Olight O-Clip Pro. And then what else do I have here? Oh, I have the strap. I have the extra strap retention that I put in here for this bag. I took that off because I don't have that extra retention strap. Honestly, when I just wear this, I sling it over myself. That's pretty much it. In the first mesh pocket right below here, I have an Anker power bank that also charges my Apple Watch. I have 2 extra Anker power banks. I'm not sponsored by Anker by any means. I just like their charging gear. And then below that, I have all my cables. So all of my MagSafe cables, USB-C to USB-C cables, even USB-A cables down there. And then I don't have anything on the very bottom section where I have that organized. What I have been doing for my bags is carrying an extra fanny pack, just in case I go somewhere where I don't want to lug around an actual backpack. I can at least have the fanny pack with me. And this is the all new everyday fanny pack. And so I have a lot of people asking about me comparing this to the 2.0. I will absolutely do that in an upcoming video. But I do have this in here just in case I want to add some items and have a little bit more of a slimmer profile when I'm going places. I also have my Ulanzi DJI Pocket Pro case. I have my All Powers power bank. This one just kind of sits at my desk at work while I plug a bunch of things to it. I have my DJI bag here for my DJI Mic 2. I have this new addition to my bag, and this right here is the Pico Pocket Organizer. I've actually moved everything from my What a Junior that I did for my TSA video, and I put everything in here, and it fits perfectly. No issues or anything like that. I even put the beer bomb on the back side. I'm going to show you there. And that's what I have in that main compartment. I also have my iPad in here as well, my 11 Pro. That's pretty much how I have this kitted out on the inside. But even with all that stuff in here, I still have a ton of space, which really surprises me. And so when I'm lugging this around at work, I love how this also has a handle right here, so I can hold it like such. And that's really cool. And then slinging it over my person is so easy. This is how it looks like on me right now. So while I'm holding other things and I'm getting into the office, I have no problem really slinging this over. And the cool thing about this too is that there's this clip here for a quick release, and I can take that bag off. Okay, before the comment section goes completely haywire and goes, hey, you forgot to mention the gear hood. The Gamut series 22-liter sling in every Gamut that came with this series has a gear hood. Now, it may be important to some folks, so I'm going to cover that. The gear hood is in this bottom section right here. You open this up, and that's where you have the hood that clips onto these side clips here, which you can also extend depending on what you're going to be putting here. And that's perfect for maybe any jackets or sweaters that you want to wear later on in your day. You can put that there. Maybe you're a biker and you have a helmet and you want to put the helmet in that gear hood as well. That's a good pocket for that section. I don't use that, so I really don't have a use case for this gear hood on a regular everyday carry basis. But this gear hood section also acts as a pocket. So if you want to store some extra things down here in addition to that hood, you can absolutely do so. And it gives you another way to access the interior of this bag in a different way. Honestly, the extra room that I have on here is the kind of flexibility that I look for in sling bags. And it's an absolute game changer, especially for my workflow. Like I said in the beginning, I don't normally stray away from black gear, but this Cedar Brown give this bag just that much more character without screaming tactical. It still looks professional and works with office outfits, which is perfect for what I need daily. So here are my final thoughts. Is this perfect for a work sling? For me, at least this past week and a half, it really has hit home. But I'm also planning to throw the other Gamut bags into my work rotation to see how they compare. I still love having options when it comes to my work bags, but let me know if you want a direct comparison with a specific bag compared to another bag, such as like maybe the 18-liter sling and the 22-liter sling. Let me know, and I can do a further deep dive into that. One thing that I do wish was a little different was the lint that this catches, especially when I have this just standing up against my desk or whatever it is. I noticed that this is such a huge lint catcher. I have a lint roller at work, so it's not a make or break for me, but that's just something to keep in mind. It also happens with our black bags as well. So be prepared for that if you get your hands on this bag. But overall, if you're looking for a versatile, roomy, and well-organized sling that works for real life, not just tactical specs, the Vertx Gamut 22L Sling is one to check out for sure. Thank you guys for watching. Stay prepared as always, stay purposeful. My name is Mikey Messina. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Welcome back.